first live video doing a full rebuild on a Fox float. Let's see how this goes. Nasty, that is dirty. This stuff is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and put in the new seals in the air can and set it off to the side for a moment. Start nylon ring first. Set that off to the side for a moment. Nice and clean. Clean this up. Bottom out. I don't ever use a pick on these. These are easy to come off. Spacer. Dirty that is. Time for some heat. So I like to heat this spoke up to melt the plastic ball and get it out of there. Get this nice and hot. It only takes a few seconds. nice and orange. Cooling down. Should come right out. There it is. Bada bing, bada boom. Works every time. Spokes make great wheel tools. Now we're going to let all the air out of the IFP. There it goes. Smell it. Stink. Alright, all the air's out of there. Crack this bad boy up. Trying to get the camera better, sorry. Alright. You'll probably see some bubble action here. Champagne action. Get a magnet ready. Yeah, we got bubbling. Look at all that bubbles. Magnet. A little set screw just popped out and fell down. Magnet usually works every time. First time it failed on a video, of course. I gotta look on the ground for it. I found it that quickly. I don't know how I got that lucky. So make sure it is the right one. Yeah. Regardless, let me just make sure this is the right set screw it's going to be. Like I said, I've never dropped one before, and I had to do it on video. Just want to double check. This looks right. It's the right one. Good. Just had to make sure. I have the ball and the set screw on the magnet. I was able to not lose those. Alright, now we're going to crack this thing open. 1, 2, 3. Cracking it open here. As the cool kids say. And we're going to see a lot of bubblies. Oh yeah, bubble action. Look at all that bubbles. Dump it out. a little air pressure and get the IFP out of here. And there's the IFP. Everything's looking good in there. I'm gonna change out the seal on that. Alright, that over here. Tiny little bit of slick honey on this guy. New seal. Set it in the IFP. And then I'm going to just look up my IFP depth and set that really quickly. IFP tool. Let's double check it. Look up my chart real quick here. This one. Maybe 124. This is a 45 mil travel, 190 by 45. Perfect. Yeah, 2.15 inches. .125, there it is, we're good. Right, this is set for my IFP. Having the right tools makes this easier. There we go. Now I'm going to insert the pellet in the tool, and that'll hold it in place. New pellet. Boom. Insert our nut, snug it tight. Fox is using standard, not metric, so this is a 5/32. Tighten this down so it holds the pressure in, doesn't have to be super tight. And I can get this filled with oil and let it sit so all the bubbles come out. That's kind of the next step. Use the air can as like a holder, like this. And then it sits on the bench and I fill it up with the oil, which I'll show you in a second. I'll get the 10 liter. Green 10 weight, the good stuff. All right. Okay, keep it from making a big mess. Let's see if I can set the camera somewhere help easy for right now. Sorry about that. Looking for a good spot for the camera. a second here. Alright, so should be able to see everything. Sorry guys. Literally. First time doing this. Well, that'll work. Let's see if we can watch it from here. So that's like that, little bubbles come out. Now, the fun stuff. I'll place the seals in here. To lock out plate.
And you know, for a while there, the whole white gray hair thing was like a popular trend.
Looking good.
It's like you look like you dyed your hair some really cool color and then jumped in the pool.
Gotta go back to the vise for a minute. Show you what we're doing. Sorry about that. Dropped it. Here comes the fun part. Some specialty action here. Nothing stuck under there. Good. Another place where magnets come in handy. Don't want to get these out of order. Everything likes to stick to itself. One at a time is always a good way. And I have learned that you can look up all these orders of shims with the diagrams that Fox has on their website. So you can put this together if you do mess it up in order. So I'm setting these out in order. Alright, now I'll get this off. Alright, here we go. And take all this together for the time being. Keep it together. We'll move the camera in a second. Alright, now we can get into changing some seals too. Every fastener here is looking good. This little bottom out ring gets replaced. And the kick. We're not going to take the damper shaft off or do the eyelet assembly. That's not needed. Everything's working well there, clean, functional. So we're not going to mess with that. Not necessary, just a reload. I want to move the camera. Here we go. We got our shims laid off for that first part. Lay these out. This allows you to check all the shims too. We're going to change out this band on the piston. Here's the most tedious part of this. Can be stressful today. Looks like these are stuck together. So that's set. Three of them. I thought that was two. There's three of those. This one is on top. Just inspecting them. Everything's looking pretty good on these. Now, more shims on the other side of the piston. I'm trying to keep them together. These guys are looking good. I'm going to keep them all together. So now we're going to focus on this guy. This is our piston. This is our boulder. Oh, this guy's really tight. There's a great trick for this. Here's my trick. Carefully pinch the piston band. Stretch it out. And then just kind of grab it and pull it out. There we go. Just a little plastic piston band. And there's two different ones. Get the right one. This is the tapered one. So here's the new one. Here's the old one. And there's a really cool tool to get this seated in there. The band seat all the way in there, sized. This guy's gonna be tight. So now, very cool tool here. We're going to go over to the vise again. This gets the piston band sized in there. Move the camera again, bear with me. All right, here we go. Shit. Sorry. First time doing this video, sorry. Alright, piston band sizer is really cool. Just put this in here and you press it through and it sizes it up just right. There we go, all the way through. It's in there, tight, we'll go in sweep. Alright, that's done. I'll just get everything back together. I'm gonna change out a couple seals on the base valve here. With the camera again. seals here. Put that one in there, then we got this one. It's a little tricky. I'm ready to stab this one. Got it. Smoke. There's a new one, nice and clean. Sometimes it's a little tricky to get them in because they're stiff. There we go. Boom. Alright, just slide it back on over here. Alright, there it is. Now I gotta put all this piston back together. Put that in there. Piston in a second. I'm gonna get those on. Just gonna grab my torque wrench. Okay. Newton-meters. Okay, so the nut for this one is 6.8. I always use the directions. I never don't look at directions. I always like to double check things. Even stuff I have mostly memorized, some of these torque specs is good to triple check. Alright, so this is going on there. Move the camera again. Okay. There. And the next one is a lower torque when we look it up. This one is 2.5. Quarter inch drive. 2.5. Reset this 2.5. 2.5 newton meters. These guys I've learned to install one at a time.
Shall I write it in a letter? Shall I try to get it down? Or you fill my head with pieces of a song I can't get out?
Get those all the way on. Get them off center, you're gonna crush them. And you'll have functional shock.
Can I be close to you?
Two on there.
Can I take it to a moment
2.5, here we go.
where the fields of pain go, and the trees are filled with memories
There.
of the feelings
And then, alright. Get those all set to the side for now. That's done. This guy, I'm gonna put a little dab of grease on here, slick honey. Install this. Line up the hole here. And that's our lockout plate. That's all done. And we're gonna do the install the damper together and bleed it basically. It's the fun part. Make a little bit of a mess. Bucket underneath. I want to pre-fill this and get any air out of here I can.
Can I be close to
I'm just going to flip it, reverse it, and then torque it.
Can I be close to you?
The bubbles are coming out of that. Looking good, looking good. It's 27 newton meters on this, pretty tight, so get it really close by hand with this tool and then torque it. Alright, now we're going to just triple check that with a torque wrench. Seven on the big one. Technically 27.1. We're there. I got it by hand. I knew it, but very good to use a torque wrench. I feel sleep better, right? Alright, now we're gonna install the whole ball, and the next step is the funnest. We get to do the nitrogen charge. Drop the ball in there. And the little set screw I dropped in there. It was a little hard to get this at an angle in. We're there. Alright, now we're gonna do nitrogen. This is gonna be the fun part. Get some of these tools put away I don't need. Those two, okay. System tools are done. Alright, now I'm gonna get my nitrogen all set up, so give me just a second here. Get this out of the way for a minute. Here we go. There's my nitrogen inflator valve. Got it updated a little bit. It's working really well. Turn it off. Alright, see if you can see that part. Yep. Hang on a second here. Get a better frame. Give me a second here and get the camera better. Trying to find a good spot for this. Alright. That'll work. Nitrogen time. Put it up above me. Time for the hand dyno. It's one of my favorite parts. Let's see if we can get you a good angle here. Sorry about the camera. There we go. Perfect. Let me set up the dyno. going nice and smooth. Let's check our rebound. That is a good, successful rebuild if I've ever seen one. Now we got to use a little Allen key to do the lockout test. Sorry about that. This is a little tricky to do. I need to put my set screw in. Hang on a second. This is always the easiest way to do this. Lock it out. And that is rock solid. Awesome. Always feels good when it goes right the first time. Alright, so that is 100% good. So we'll go ahead and hold this up here. And it confirms everything is rock solid. Not down. Oh yeah. Alright. That's the dyno. Now we're just gonna get the rest of the air can back together. Here we go. Sorry for the movement. Put away the nitrogen stuff. And we'll get the shock back together. Thanks for playing the game. That's good. Let's get that wound back up. Nitrogen's all put away. Seal on here is really easy to get this one. Everything wants to fight me and do a video. It usually is easy to get this thing in there. Okay, that's in there. Always make sure they're in there all the way. Sometimes they're not in the groove and I think they are. Don't forget the spacer. I'll tell you how many times I might have forgotten that before. I'll take it back over and put it in there later. Quad seal on our bearing assembly here. Make sure this guy didn't roll. Always OCD, I like to make these splits on different sides. So one on the bottom, one on the top. Fluid. Going in now. Some of that good stuff. Shot. Forget these guys. Everything's gonna go back on. Grease in here. Nice. Okay. And the shock is upside down really, so it won't boil on the negative air chamber than the positive. So it's on that top wheel behind me. Slide this guy over. Clean up our mess. Just put the rest in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it goes. Alright. before I forget. Get the strap wrench on there too, make sure it's tight. Let's get our valve core back installed. And pretty much we just rebuilt the whole Fox float DPS right there. That was it, folks. Easy. For some of us. Travel indicator. And then one important to pull apart. Don't forget to put our nylon belt and this right here. Make sure this is nice and tight. It is. And this is how I like to do that. Here's a new nylon belt. Just crunch it on. Nice and easy. There it goes. Well done. That's it. I'm just going to install the eyelet hardware. And we're done. That's all the old stuff right there. It came out of the shop. It's all the old crap. Alright, fully rebuilt. I'm just going to finish putting these in since we're on the camera. I like to do these the quick and easy way. This vise is worth its weight in gold. These little guys. Alright, there we go. This goes all around here. Nice and tight, that's a good sign. Kind of hybrid approach I'm using this tool. Always just trying to save myself a little bit of time where I can. We're gonna go ahead and make this in. Alright. Alright, that one's done. The upper. And for this shot, the lower. You are my medicine. Alright, there we go. Voila. Now, obviously, pair it up, install it on the bike, but we're done. Thanks for tuning in. What's going on this bike? This thing got a new chainstay. Just installed it. Had to re-bleed the brake. New shift cable housing. So this bike's getting a fork service next. All right, that's it, folks. Thanks for tuning in on this one. I don't think there's anything else I need to really go over. Just want to see some fancy tools. That's where all the magic happens, baby. Here we go. Time to do a fork next.